This storm won't bring the widespread negative temperature outbreak happening this week. It will be a milder event. However, it will still bring a lot of precipitation and well below average temperatures with more snowstorms on the way. This morning, we're already seeing storms moving across the southeast with some thunderstorms in the Gulf. Snowfall reports are coming in from the Ohio Valley, where snow and freezing rain continue just as we forecasted in the last video. In addition, very cold temperatures are pushing through, with wind chills between negative 20 degrees Fahrenheit and negative 30 degrees Fahrenheit across parts of the U.S. For this week and into the weekend, the cold air will pivot toward the eastern half of the lower 48. After that, a brief period of above average temperatures will bring a fake spring, a nice warm-up that many will enjoy. But don't get too comfortable. The cold air will return to the eastern lower 48. A high-pressure system is setting up in the Pacific, bringing warmer temperatures and shifting the overall flow pattern from the west. This will push temperatures and potential wind chills in a specific direction. The worst conditions will be concentrated around the Great Lakes and into the northeast, mainly in interior regions. Expect a very cold spell after this current system exits. Snowfall and storm impacts. As seen on the HR model, snowfall is currently spreading across the Ohio Valley and the Mid-Atlantic. Storms are also affecting the southeast, while a lower trough in the northwest continues to bring precipitation and snowfall over the next few days. Freezing rain and sleet are expected to pivot toward North Carolina. Zooming in, we see that eastern Massachusetts may pick up about an inch of snow. Additionally, lake effect snow will contribute to further accumulation on Thursday, affecting portions of Ohio, far western Pennsylvania, New York, West Virginia, and Virginia. The heaviest snowfall will be in West Virginia as the system moves away. Through tomorrow, expect lake effect snow across western Michigan and the Upper Peninsula. Light accumulations of 1 to 4 inches are likely in western Tennessee and western Kentucky, increasing in intensity toward eastern Kentucky and West Virginia. Significant snowfall areas, North Carolina, Virginia, and Delmarva, will experience a swath of snow, with lake effect snow adding an extra 1 to 2 inches in some spots. However, heavier accumulations are expected in eastern Kentucky and western Virginia, where snowfall could range from 6 to 10 inches, northern North Carolina, southeastern Virginia, and parts of Delmarva, where the heaviest bands could bring 7 to 9 inches of snow, southeastern Virginia, including Portsmouth and Virginia Beach, where accumulations of 8 to 9 inches are possible. Newport News, which could see 7 to 8 inches of snow. Moving north, snowfall totals in Salisbury, Maryland will range between 3 to 4 inches, increasing dramatically further south in Maryland's extreme southern areas. Ice and freezing rain threat. Some areas could experience ice accumulation, particularly between Fayetteville, Jacksonville, and Greenville, North Carolina. However, National Weather Service models show a concentrated area of ice rather than a widespread event. Most of the freezing rain will be near Fayetteville and Jacksonville, where warm air aloft will cause precipitation to freeze upon hitting the surface. Further north and east toward Greenville, sleet is expected instead. The latest models indicate the possibility of up to a 1/4 inch of freezing rain, with some areas experiencing slightly heavier amounts. As the system moves offshore, ice accumulation could reach a few tenths of an inch in some locations. Extreme cold temperatures. Another major concern is the bitter cold accompanying this system. Wind chills will be dangerously low, and frostbite could occur within minutes in some areas. For today, high temperatures will remain frozen across Texas, northern Louisiana, central and northern Mississippi. Single-digit temperatures across the Central Plains, Midwest, and Upper Midwest. Teen and 20s temperatures across the Ohio Valley and the Northeast. Tomorrow, the cold intensifies, pushing further south. Instead of just freezing temperatures reaching the Gulf Coast, the teens will spread into Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and the Florida Panhandle. Meanwhile, sub-zero temperatures will dominate the central and upper Midwest. This polar air mass will bring negative temperatures deep into the country, with single digits across the Great Lakes and teens stretching across the Ohio Valley and into the Northeast. Upcoming weather pattern and temperatures. For your high temperatures tomorrow, expect a brief warm-up before temperatures drop again on Friday. Just be aware that it's going to be cold, especially on Thursday and Friday. Now, let's take a look at your wind chill highs for today. This represents the feels like temperature. And as temperatures drop tomorrow, it will feel even colder. In fact, wind chills will make it feel like negative temperatures in Texas, Oklahoma, and farther north. The further north you go, the worse it gets. Even across the Southeast, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia, you'll feel temperatures in the teens. In the mid-Atlantic, expect single-digit wind chills, while the Ohio Valley, Great Lakes, and Northeast will see bitter cold. Across the upper Midwest, it will be brutally old. Looking at high temperatures again for tomorrow, notice how those freezing wind chills remain from Texas all the way to Georgia. Even though the actual temperatures won't be in the 20s, that's what it will feel like. Warm up. Then another cold blast. Monday and Tuesday will bring a nice warm up, making it feel like spring. This warm spell will last most of the week. However, as we head toward the weekend, another surge of cold air will move in, bringing even colder temperatures into early March. This pattern will bring a mix of very cold, below average temperatures throughout the week, followed by a warm up in the first half of next week. But don't get too comfortable. Another round of cold air will return by the end of February with a noticeable drop in temperatures. The polar vortex will shift southward again, reinforcing below average temperatures into early March. Both the GFS in red and the Euro model in blue agree that colder air will return, though the GFS shows it happening sooner and more intensely, possible nor'easter and storm threats. As we head into the weekend and early next week, the jet stream will allow cold air to spill southward. This setup could lead to the development of a significant storm system by late February, potentially a strong nor'easter. This pattern will bring extreme temperature swings, warm in some areas, frigid in others. Such large contrasts increase the risk of severe weather. There is also potential for another storm system in early March, which could bring heavy snow, particularly in the Northeast. By late February, cold air will push down from the northwest and spread eastward. The stratosphere will warm briefly, but then another blast of Arctic air will surge in, reinforcing cold conditions. Initially, this will be a northern issue, but by early March, the cold could extend into the southern U.S. One factor to watch is a bowling ball low-pressure system developing about 8 to 10 days from now. The Euro model suggests this system will track across the lower 48, while the GFS keeps it farther north. Either way, it could bring significant impacts, including snow and severe weather, snowfall potential, and forecast updates. Looking at snowfall potential, the Euro model suggests widespread snowfall during the transition to March, while the GFS shows a massive storm capable of producing 2 to 3 feet of snow in some areas. This extreme scenario will likely change as we get closer, but it highlights the intense weather pattern ahead. As we move toward the end of February and into March, the transition between cold and warm anomalies will create an active storm pattern. The Euro model suggests colder than average conditions extending into early March, with a possible major snowstorm in the Northeast. Another cold front will arrive by early March, pushing wind chills down to 10 to 11 degrees Fahrenheit in Oklahoma and potentially impacting the Appalachian region with significant snowfall. The Gulf Coast will remain relatively warm, but the northern and central U.S. will experience persistent cold. By mid-March, we should finally transition into spring. Stay updated. I had a great time with my family yesterday, so I'm taking the afternoon off today. There will be no new update. The storm system isn't expected to shift dramatically, so there's no urgent change to report. Please share this forecast to help others prepare. Many believe this warm up will last, but another surprise blast of cold air is coming. Let's make sure everyone stays informed. Special message Psalm 57, 1 through 5. Be merciful unto me, O God, be merciful unto me, for my soul trusteth in thee. Yea, in the shadow of thy wings will I make my refuge until these calamities be overpast. I will cry unto God most high, unto God that performeth all things for me. He shall send from heaven and save me from the reproach of him that would swallow me up. Selah, God shall send forth his mercy and his truth. My soul is among lions, and I lie even among them that are set on fire, even the sons of men, whose teeth are spears and arrows, and their tongue a sharp sword. Be thou exalted, O God, above the heavens. Let thy glory be above all the earth. Stay safe, everyone. I'll be back with another update tomorrow. We could see another major snowstorm in early March, so stay tuned.